Captain Rick Rock TV. Let's get to the content.
The Los Angeles County Jail has been a topic of discussion this whole week. Baby Shooter has been released, and we waiting on him to come back to the internet and say what he got to say about the whole ordeal that transpired in that LA County Jail. Now, we going to take it back to 4Extra. 4Extras is one of the guys who made this county jail content, all these squabbling, popular. Ever since everybody seen him coming home talking about winning those squabbles, everybody came to the internet. We had J Hood, we had Baby B Brazy, and many more come right after him and got famous off these county jail stories. We haven't been hearing them online, just from dudes in the past. But we're going to get over here, man. We're going to get to this 4Extras and Baby B Brazy squabble. They say 4Extra mouth was busted, his nose was busted, and so forth, man. Let's get over here and check this out. Let's go.
Okay, so you guys are in a blood dorm?
You're in a blood module, 2224, the blood module. It was no exaggeration. It was about 12 bloods on each tier, 14 bloods, at least 12 on each tier. And mind you, it's 12, at least 12 bloods on each tier. That don't sound like a lot, but you got to think it's 8 tiers. It's 8 tiers. It's 2400 A, B, C, D, and a 2200 A, B, C, D. So say that's at least, say if it was just 10 bloods on each tier, that's 80 bloods. You know what I'm saying? So it's at least 12 bloods on each tier. And on some tiers, it's probably like 20 bloods, 30 bloods. Every tier. And it was like, it was some tier where it was no Crips. Some tier was no Crips. I believe like in that module altogether, it was under 10 Crips in that whole module.
All right. Sound like to me all the Crips at work. They on job sites, going to work, get some money. Oh, they laid up with a broad, man, somewhere. But it seemed like the Crips, they have got smart and they ain't up in that county jail, which is a good thing. It's a good thing. When I was up in there, it was the opposite. It wasn't nothing but rips up in there, man. It was a point to where that's all you seen up in there, you know? But anyway, man, I'm glad that guys are starting to wake up and say, you know what, we tired of going to jail, man. All right, let's get back to this.
So you guys were severely outnumbered.
Severely, tremendously outnumbered. Tremendously outnumbered. OSJ used to just send only bloods to the module. And like it used to be, if you was you for sure knew, like if you was a documented blood, you was coming to that module. We knew like every fish line, we was like, hey, ain't no homies came. Like, no, ain't no homies, just some more dumb moves. Like, he was hard. And it was hard in there.
So they just pick every once in a while, all right, we're going to send a couple Crips over here.
Yeah, like every once in a while. Or the Crips that we used to get was like the ones who, I know this sound crazy, right? I know this sound crazy. The ones who not on gang foul. So, I know this sound dumb, but if you've been in your hood for a very long time, regardless, even if you can never tell the police you gangbang, they still gonna put you on gang foul, right? So when you got somebody who not on gang foul, it's like you got somebody, he either green.
All right, let's skip past this. We don't care about these gangbangers, y'all. Let's get to the point where the squabbles happen at.
He 4 fades, 5 fades. They might jump you, they might stab you. That's how deep it was in that module. A lot of Crips was getting done bad. That's why we had to take the module over. Like,
all right, they still talking about the Crips and the Bloods and the module. We want to hear about the squabble, man. Let's get to the squabble. Let's go.
Fight the rep? I thought that the rep was kind of like, if you with the rep, the other dudes was gonna get on.
We gotta find a reason. Don't make it gang related.
Okay.
You feel me? Find a reason.
To make it personal.
Make it personal. Feel me? Don't make it gang related, and then beat up they.
Man, how's this video title about the squabble and we talking about this? Even though I can fast forward it. Let's get to I want to hear about the squabble, man. I don't want to hear about these dudes who outnumbered and all that. Stop going to jail. Let's get to the squabble. Where is that, man? Let's go about right here. Hopefully we'll get there.
Beat him up and beat him up, then you'll set the tone. You feel me? You'll set the tone. Once they know that they powerhouse can't beat you up, then they gonna leave you alone.
You mentioned that you were there for the 4 extra and
all right, here we go. Here we go, man. This is what we want to hear. Let's get to it. It took us 5 minutes to get to. Let's get to it.
Braze fight.
Yes, I was.
Okay, because this thing is like, you know, you've had both sides of the story. It's been pretty wild. You know, the internet definitely would like to know a perspective from somebody who was just there. How'd this go down?
All right, so if you thinking about who won the altercation, you have to pick Braze, because Munchie, 4 extras, mouth was busted, his nose was busted.
Take me through it from the beginning.
All right, so 4 extras come inside the building. 4 extras bang on everybody. Mind you, this is the blood module. So Braze came, I said Braze. 4 extras roamed from the blood module to, he roamed from the crypt module to the blood module, looking to fight. You feel me? Like, so you gotta big ups to 4 extras.
We gave him his props for that. I gave him his props for that, man. Yeah. He left the crypt module to go to the blood module looking for a squabble. Whether he won or lost, he went and did his thing. All right, let's see where it go.
That's extra out, just right there. Like, he just basically roamed. He could have went to the hole, could have got a write-up. All type of stuff could have happened. He roamed over there to the blood module, right? Because baby Lefty from Harlem had just got ran 3 fades. So 4 extras had came over there. And when he came over there, Braze had the module at the time. So Braze bang on them, they bang on each other. 4 extras, 40 crib, 40 neighborhood crib. And he like throw the 4 in Braze's face, right? So Braze like what the? Oh, 10-9 Denver's. I got funerals for this. I need a fake right now. Like, I got funerals for this. Man, walk off and walk straight to the day room. The day room door open. So everybody looking right there is Deuce Extras from Showline right there. Not the one who passed away, big Deuce Extras. Me, Deuce Extras. I forgot who was in there. Oh, was Archie in there? I think Archie from Showline was in there too. So we push inside the day room. As soon as we push inside the day room, they go straight to it. 4 extras, he come like this, like trying to grab Braze and then throw a punch. You feel me? To hit him. Braze is coming straight down the pipe. They locking up. You feel me? Braze keep locking up, and sidestepping, like fast. He busts 4 extras stuff. They break it up. Braze is like, hold on, I can't breathe. Like George Floyd, he was on this George Floyd. And then 4 extras was like, yeah, 40 crib, we're gonna do this all day. I like that. Like, ooh, 40 crib, I like that. Like, yeah, come on, let's go again. So 4 extras was like, wanted to keep fighting. But the little rounds that they went, Braze won the rounds. You know what I mean?
Wow. All right, now this is coming from one person. I think we got to hear multiple people that was there say this, but I don't think J Hood a lie. I don't think he'd come on here and lie on 4 extra. I don't think they got a problem. I haven't heard him and 4 extra have an issue on the internet. And of course, I'm just doing a reaction. I wasn't there. I'm only just going by what these guys are saying until 4 extra come and tell his side of the story. I think they talked about this though. I think 4 Extra might have said something about this. But y'all know who Baby B Braze is. He the one that be doing all the content on the internet from his cell. He's very, very popular on here. He came and took over the internet with the jailhouse stories. He definitely one of the top ones in that field. All right, let's get back to this.
But the police walk up and see 4 Extra's mouth busted. The police seen his mouth busted and it was like, hey, man, what the hell? Hey, get up out of here before you go to the hole. So 4 Extra was like, come on, you stay. Like, hold on, we ain't doing nothing to be good. Like, you feel me? But the police was like, man, get up out of here. They already know who he was. You feel me? So they kicked him out of there. 4 Extra like, we gonna get out again. So that's why 4 Extras definitely had the energy. He definitely, he probably felt like he won, you know, because he probably felt like he won because they didn't finish fighting. But from my perspective, Braze got him. No.
It ain't nothing but a squabble. Nobody didn't get shanked up. At least they got out. Didn't nobody get shanked up, so it's a win for both of them. It's a win for both of them. They both got down. Didn't nobody run out. Didn't nobody get shanked up. They both here to still tell the story. I respect both of them. They handle their business.
Braze, easy call. Like, maybe if they would have won. Braze couldn't fight no more, though. Braze said, like, man, I've been smoking too much chew tobacco. Like, on that damn chew tobacco. As you see, if you watch Braze content now, you will see him. He's steady smoking. All he do is smoke, so.
Yeah.
You know, 4 Extras, he don't do nothing.
I know 4 Extra don't smoke. He don't smoke no weed. He don't drink.
All he do is crip.
That's it.
Well, imagine if he did smoke and drink. How turned up he already is. Imagine if he did so. If that injury would have never happened to that dude, man, that's probably the only thing that slowed him down. And I'm just keeping it 100 because he was on one when he came out that jailhouse. Did nobody on the internet want? Nobody wanted to run across 4 Extras, man. So yeah, I gave him his props, man.
All he do is crip and politic.
Man, that's it, man.
40 crib. On the real. Oh man, shout out 4 Extras too.
Can you take me through that day of the fade with 4 Extra and what happened?
Oh, it go Braze right here. Let's see what he talking about, man. Let's get inside of the story.
What caused it?
Look, man. No cap. This is exactly what happened without being on my side or his side. Look, no cap. I'm with J Hood. That's why I deal with. That's why I mess with him because J Hood ain't never told. You know he ain't gonna pick sides and he a crip. So I was with J Hood and a dude named P Jr. Man, we was sitting on the steps in 22, 24 in the county. You know what I mean? And the only reason I just got like this is because he got on there like and said something else happened. So anyway, it was popping on the steps in the county. Man, 4 Extra just beat his case. This around this time he beat his case. That's how I remember it. He said it was 12 years. He said it was a long ass time ago. It couldn't be. He beat his case. So he beat his case and we sitting there on the steps. He walked through the door and come upstairs and he was like, and I ain't know him. So I'm sitting there talking to my bro and then when he come up, I'm like, hey, where you from? He like, I'm from 40 Crip. I'm like, yeah, I'm Baby Braze from Devil Wings. And he got like more extra out. He from 40 Crip. He said it again. So I'm like, man, we gotta get down. We go to the day room. You know, we close the door. Me and him start hitting. Me and him do our thing or whatever. And shit, that was that. Like,
what's the fight like?
The fight was cool. Like I ain't gonna lie, I never said he can't squab nothing. I just said that he was doing a lot of grabbing, and I got the best of me without I'm, you know, for sure I'ma always say that. But you know he aggressive. He ain't no buster, none of that shit. Like I was never woofing. I never got on here woofing or trying to be extra out or trying to say I did something that I didn't do. I just said what happened. I said we fought. I felt like when we went like 3 rounds, for sure I got over him on 2 rounds.
I thought y'all went 1 round. He just said the police broke it up after 1 round. All right, now we need somebody else to tell their side of the story. So I ain't saying he lying, but the other guy just said it was 1 round.
You know what I mean? Like, yeah, so I feel like I got the best of him, and that's just what I said. I ain't say like he did nothing weird, and then the police came. How it really went big is because the police came to the door. The police came to the door and was like the police that like bring him over there, or that gave him the okay to come over there or whatever. Came to the door and was like, "Hey man, what's going on? Like, man, you gotta leave." And he walked to the door, and he had like his nose bleeding and shit. And he walked to the door and he told the police like he was good. So, you know, I said that. I said, man, you walked to the door with your nose bleeding. You told the police you was good. I guess how it sounded. It sounded how it happened though. That's what happened. You get what I'm saying? So people took it as.
I thought the police said, "Hey, what you doing down here? Get up out of here." Man, where is this going, man? Man, what the?
Man, that he went to the door with his shit bleeding ass like a snitch move or something, like shit, some shit like that. Like people, that's how it went blew up. It was like people in the comments saying you walk to the shit with your nose bleeding and shit. You know, talk to you say that to the police, your nose bleeding. Like, of course the police gonna get on you, or you know, it was shit like that. But I don't know.
All right, y'all heard the story there on COMPTON News. Y'all can go to COMPTON News. Let me blow it up. Hold on 1 second. Let me blow this up for y'all, man. This is COMPTON News. Y'all can go over there and check the rest out. Subscribe to his channel. Check out the rest of his videos, man. But anyway, man, there we go, man. There we have it. That means sometimes the size don't matter. Usually when you big and you lift weights and stuff, you kind of like stiff. You know, you're not as swift. A guy that do pull-ups, push-ups, dips, cardio, he gonna be more swifter than a guy that lift weights all you lift them weights, your arms swell up, it's tight, you can't move. You only thing them weights good for is that strength. You catch him with one of them good ones, you liable to sleep him. But a guy that's more swifter, more quicker, he ain't lifting them weights like that, just doing them pull-ups, push-ups, and dips. He gonna get the best of you. Anyway, leave y'all thoughts in the comment section. It's Compton Rick Rock with Compton Rick Rock TV. Subscribe to the channel. Let's get to 90,000 subscribers. Also, y'all shared the video. I catch all of y'all on the next one.
Like, comment, share, and subscribe to the channel, Compton Rick Rock TV. Also, hit that notification bell and catch every video when I drop.